Hello. Hi, Stacie.
Hi, Jen.
How are you?
Good. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yes, very low key, very low key. We just stayed here.
Us
And
too.
yeah, did you get to go anywhere fun?
No, we did not. We were just happy that my little one was getting better from an ear infection. So we'll take it.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And it's in the air, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So Stacie mentioned when we were in the background that she's not feeling well. And then also too, we have Lena here. Yay,
Hi,
Lena.
Lena. Hope
And
you're doing
she
better.
Yes, we hope you're doing better, Lena. And Lori, love Lori. Lori is a dear YouTube friend of mine. I absolutely adore her and such a loyal and just a very loyal viewer. And you see her, if you're on any lives, Stacie, in the comments, you will see Lori's name like 99% of the time.
Well, we
And
love you, Lori. Thank you for joining us.
mhm. And speaking of lives, after this live, so we're going to go from 1 to 2. Hopefully, Jennifer here. Oh, thank you, Lori. Hopefully, Jennifer here will be mindful of the time and not just run over like last time. And for any of you that were watching, we decided right away that we were going to do another live because we still have beads on our mat and we are working with the All Heart collection. This is the latest collection from Jesse James Beads. So, Stacie, tell us where we can find you.
Yeah, so I'm at Stacierabbit on Instagram. And then on Facebook, I'm Stacierabbit Jewelry Designs. I have a
Perfect.
presence on YouTube, but it's
Mhm.
hasn't been kept up as much as it should be. That's going to be on my to-do list, as you say, Jen, for 2025.
Yes, we have a to-do list and we have a goal list, and those are two different lists. And one of the to-do lists is this here powered by, let's see, powered by StreamYard. That's because I have the free version and I want to get the paid version, and I need to go to the School of Danielle Wicks to figure out how to do all of that because she has become the master of the StreamYard. Also, too, you talked about having some presence on YouTube, and your latest stint was you were the maker for the Magical Mystery Beat Box this month, right?
Yeah, so I do have some stuff on Jesse James YouTube. My own is the one that just needs a little bit more love. So I did two
Mhm.
of the designs along with Deb Flores, who did two of the other designs for the December Magical Mystery Bead Box. And it is a gorgeous box. It's one of my favorites.
Well, I
And we
was
won't talk about it because Jen hasn't gotten hers yet, and I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, and the only thing is I'm thinking there's a particular color that might be included in this box because someone over here, wait, over here loves blue and she loves this box. So I'm sure maybe there's some sprinkles of blue somewhere.
I think
And
there was, but it wasn't a blue
oh,
themed box. I'll let you know that.
okay. Well, cool. I'm excited. I did notice, I was telling you earlier too that last night I was surfing through YouTube. I like to put on music in the background while I'm doing other stuff. I was working on a video for Softlex. Softlex Company has their reveal today of the All That Glitters design challenge kit, which we all know that Jesse James Beads provides. They make exclusive bead mix just for Softlex Company for those kits, along with bead strands. And this month there were 2 bead strands. And I am fortunate enough to be able to have the opportunity to unbox it. And then I have the first video of designing is a couple pairs of earrings. And then I have a necklace also. They just need to be edited. And I told Stacie, I'm gonna have to do that in between 2 and 3 because Softflex comes on at 3 and we're done at 2-ish, right? And so I'm looking through YouTube, and my friend that lives in Australia, Irene, she was doing an unboxing. And luckily it was just, I think it was just like one little thing, or it was the title. And I thought, she got the Magical Mystery Bee Box already? I don't even have mine yet. Oh my goodness. And I got the email today that mine's out for delivery. So I'm so excited.
Woohoo!
Speaking of Australia, we have Linda here. We
Hi,
have Linda
Linda.
from Gumnut Lane Jewelry, and she's an amazing designer, wire worker. She's just in a class of her own, as far as I'm considered, and she is incredible. So thank you, Linda, for being here. So you have some things on your mat, and you actually got an order today too, didn't you?
I did. Just about
Yes.
10 minutes before we came on, I went and accosted the mailman and grabbed my box. Actually, he
That's
had
what I
just left
do.
it.
So I'm going to bring in your deal here, and bear with me while I get everything all situated. But here is Stacie's. There's her mat. Tell us about your new stuff.
So let me move over. My new stuff is over here.
Oh, blue.
Well, some of it is. This wasn't new. So imagine that. So I decided I needed some of the blue from this collection. Not that I didn't like the others, but I really needed these. So I love this the ombre heart strand that I had to have. And then I love these kind of mosaic hearts too, the heart charms. And these are really good size too. They're probably about an inch by an inch. They're not little tiny ones.
Is that enamel? Is it enameled?
They are enameled. And then I like this bead mix. There's some cool lampwork beads in here.
Wow.
So there's like white ones and blue ones. And
those
then
are pretty.
I actually was more excited. I like these little birds.
Oh, the birds are
clay.
so cute.
They might be clay or porcelain, or yeah, but they're little birds. And there's some cute hearts. But anyway, this one spoke to me.
Oh,
I really
that is
liked
awesome.
that.
I love that whole thing you have there, even with your little heart clasp up at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Too. Because I think you said you were thinking of doing something with that too, right?
I was thinking about going with a necklace with this in front, because I think we talked this last time and hadn't really done anything with that yet. But I think that would work pretty good with some of these beads here.
Oh yeah, most
and
definitely.
Then before we jump over to your mat and see what you've got going, I just posted a reel today.
You did.
Here, I'll move these over. It's easier to move the mat sometimes than move the earrings.
You did reveal one, yes.
I had my red necklace last time, and I decided I needed to make some earrings. So grabbed a few of the hearts that matched my necklace and did some little cluster dangle earrings, and that reel is up on my Instagram. Well, actually, it's on Instagram and Facebook. I post on both.
Yes, and there's other colors in that too, right? Is that the other mat you're going to be working with?
Yeah, there's all of these.
Yes, so pretty. And watch when she closes.
I don't know, maybe I need some of these blue ones over here.
Oh yeah.
Is that a purple? Yeah, it looks like a purple.
Kind of a periwinkle?
Yeah, it is.
So pretty.
Yeah, these remind me of those conversation hearts.
Yes, most definitely.
Minus
so pretty.
The cheesy little sayings on them.
And I see you're using a reusable container for those as well, right?
Yeah, Jen was laughing at me. So,
and that's what they're for. Yeah. And that's Beads and Blooms.
This is from like an old Beads and Blooms. Yeah.
You know what? That was the periwinkle necklace that Wendy Whitman did.
I think it was. I still have that one. I did keep it. And that was a really nice piece. I love this bead mix. It was a good one.
Yes. And I'm hearing our gardener just showed up.
And then I also reused these little bags too. This one looks like it was from JJB summer camp. And I put these extra Jasper hearts in there.
Nice. I love the reusable containers and the bags that they provide. It just makes it so easy to bundle your projects together, keep everything all together without losing anything. Yes, Lori, we miss Wendy. Yes. Wendy and I were just getting started together, and miss her dearly. So I try to bring her up as much as I can. She was my first live on my own And I apologize if you hear the gardener. The gardener showed up. He's usually on, oh, today's Thursday, huh? Yep. So yeah, so he's here. So I apologize if the lawnmower goes on, but we will go ahead and let's bring on my mat. And I don't have new stuff. However, though, I do have
Because
some
Jen
beans.
doesn't have a shopping problem.
I don't know. Well, I do. However, because I found my bag from my last live purchase with Jesse James beads. And if we have time, I was going to show off some of those because I have not even opened the bag yet. All right. So, oh, I have my bracelet that I made last time with the hearts, with the glass hearts. And I still have quite a few left. And again, it's in one of those reusable containers. I still have this strand that I have not cut into that I need to cut into. I don't want to cut into, but I have to. I do have a couple of those clasps, and I'm going to use this one. And I think what I'm going to do is just bring in my friend Vicky that I bring up all the time. She doesn't like tassels, so she sends me bags and bags of tassels, which I love. And so I think I'm just going to tassel this one up and throw a couple things in between. And then I have a green one, and I think the green one, do you have the green one with the yellow dots? Is that the one you have?
No, I have a blue and I have a yellow.
All right. So this one here is green and yellow. I'm pulling in my inner Oaklandese. Well, they're Oaklandese for the time being, colors there. I have this gorgeous Chunk-a-Monk bead that is sold by itself, and I absolutely love this. It's so beautiful, so pretty. And I brought in, I have a few, I only have a few silver silk colors. Yeah, right. I was thinking of adding it to maybe the red. And then I have also too, this is like a coral color with I think an antique, maybe a brass or copper. But I think I'm going to go with the red, and I know I'm going to use it for that, but that will be its own video. And then I still have these stones. You used the red ones. These are the purple, the sea sediment. And I want to make a bracelet, and I want to make a double strand bracelet. And I'm going to pull in some seed beads. These are from Jesse James Beads as well. And this is some cream. I don't know the color of it. I thought it was a caramel creamer, but I think this one here is a caramel creamer, which either color will work, but I'm going to go with the cream. And I have a couple different colors of silver silk that I was thinking of using. And I think I'm going to be using this one here. And I do not know the colors. I mean, the color names, but this one here is a leather. I think I'm going to use those two together and make a double strand. So without further ado, let's go ahead and, oh, let me show what I made the last time. I used the twist and screw, twist and lock heart, and I just made some dangles. And even added some dangles with just putting those little rhinestone spacers, the rhinestone rondelle spacers on jump rings, and made a little cluster. So I did that. And then I made these earrings, which I did not photograph the last time. So I'll make sure to get these photographed.
Those are pretty too.
All right, so let's get on to your mat. There we go.
Okay, let me move. I've kind of designed in a corner, probably because I had too much stuff going on.
And so, I need to go. I'm gonna you're gonna see me exit. So go ahead and just talk, and okay. I'm gonna mute myself so that you don't hear me going and telling my husband that the gardener's here. So
okay,
be right back.
Sure. So I am gonna create some dangles to put on this heart, and then put that on a chain and sort of make a necklace. And what will be kind of cool is you can kind of take those on and off. And actually, I was gonna do 3, but maybe I'll do some more, and you can kind of decide which ones you want to use when. So it'll be interchangeable.
Oh, wow.
I'm just moving stuff aside. Maybe
That's
something down
amazing.
here. These look like they might be a little big, though. They are a little big.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'll go with these. Maybe these can go here.
Oh, so
Yeah,
pretty.
let's stick with those. I'm afraid those are going to get dwarfed by. So I'm just like trying to move some stuff aside so we can actually. So I think what I'm going to do is actually just put these on some head pins. So see, John, it was a good thing I did run at like 3:59, bolt to my closet and grab head pins. I was like,
That's right. That's right.
I'm going to go with these. I have a box of head pins here. I have a bunch of different kinds because I've not found head pins that I really love. So this is like my collection of my graveyard of head pins. So if anybody has a head pin that they like, and I asked Lena offline, she did not have a head pin that she loved. So
I do.
You do?
I have 2 head pins that I love.
Okay.
Okay, 3 head pins that I love.
Okay.
So Stacierabbit made head pins.
I like theirs.
Yeah, and so I had some up in my shop, and then when they announced, I think I only put up a little bit because I need some, right? And I love theirs. I love the bead-along ones that are on the Jesse James Beads website. I have those, and I love making my own. But then also too, I got some from Softflex before, and they had the bottom, like the pad at the bottom was super, the diameter was a lot bigger. And so the platform of that head pin was larger, so that for something like this size hole here,
okay,
a regular
that's
head
good
pin
to
won't
know.
go
I was
through
looking
that.
at some of theirs, and on the Softflex site, I'll have to
Yes.
see which ones you got because I was like, maybe I will try these because I have not tried what's on their site.
Okay, and and they're super thick, super thick.
They're really thick. Are they hard
Yes.
to bend?
Yes, and so
Okay.
they're amazing.
Because
So
what Lena and I
sometimes,
were saying is like we have this Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Either like they're so thin
yes,
that they're difficult to like bend and they don't have the sturdiness, or they're so thick that you need to have like superhuman strength.
yes.
I'm probably going to need to put these on.
And
Yeah,
there's
I'm going to put these on big jump
do what?
rings.
There's a time and kind of place for the thinner ones too, because I like the thinner ones when I have a project that has something like maybe the smaller hole beads, like the pearls.
Yeah, so the thin ones worked. These are really thin ones, and they work okay if you wire wrap them. So I have all these like weird, I don't know, idiosyncrasies. So I like the thin ones here.
Yes.
And the bottoms were really thin, so I put a little seed bead down there, and they work just fine. But I wouldn't use these for just a simple loop because I think they would get pulled open really easily. I don't know what these are or where I got these. This may have been something that somebody gave me some stuff, and I don't know where they got them. So, but these seem to bend relatively well for me, and I think I'm going to put these on big jump rings and put them on there. But anyway, I just did a simple loop. I was really concerned. Yeah, these are pretty. These are decently sturdy without requiring like extreme muscles to bend them. I had a few where they require like superhuman strength to be able to bend them.
The Softflex ones are probably the strongest that I've had. The second strongest would probably be,
and they were relatively easy to bend too. The Softflex.
yes.
I had some of those, and I went through them. and I'm not happy that I can't get them anymore.
Okay, I think I have mine. All I've been doing is adding jump rings. So I decided to go with my little like purse tassel
You and I are
first.
kind of on the same wavelengths today.
Oh, you're doing yours too.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
so
I
I'm just
might,
making these into simple loops here.
so I need to probably get a bigger jump ring. Oh, and speaking of the larger jump rings, I have, let me see here. I have some from Softlex that are incredible. And
jump rings?
yes. Like this one here. So this one here is like, so I have a closed one. And this was out of their, might have been out of their outlet. And they are super thick. I love them. I have open and closed. And I'm going to go ahead and use a closed one because I have the jump ring here up at the top that I can open for it. And then it can be the closed that actually goes on the little Koiza here. And oh, you know something else I need to do? I need to be looking at comments. Oh, okay. So Jennifer, how was your Christmas? It was really good. I mean, we were super low key. We went to my daughter, our daughter's in-laws place. Oh, that is not going to work. We went to our daughter's in-laws for Christmas Eve. And then yesterday we just stayed at the house, and our daughter, son-in-law, and little Miss Rain, our granddaughter, came over. And so again, just super low key. Husband made some smoked macaroni and cheese with brisket.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. And let's see here. Linda, that is awesome. Lena is right. Hard to find good ones. Oh, they're probably talking about the head pin still.
Yeah. Lena
Good.
and I had a chat about this.
Yes.
And
Good
she
conversation.
and I were talking about our Goldilocks syndrome with head pins.
Well, and for me, my head pins, well, like my golds, I like my golds to all be the same color. So sometimes that's why I'll make my own knotted head pins sometimes, just because I'm just not finding the right color. So does anybody else have that too? I feel like I've asked that. I'm having
gold, yeah. I always do that with gold. I'm trying to see if I can get this one on here. It doesn't want to sneak.
Okay, and then all I gotta do is get this last.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the big old jump rings. Okay.
Yeah, you need the big jump rings for this.
Jump rings.
I am. Oh, got it. At least I know it'll stay on there. Okay. Let me bring mine on for a moment.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Opening jump rings. Pretty.
So that's all I did was I added jump rings, and I just made a little tassel clip.
Oh, I like
it on my keychain. And what I did was, instead of having one, I might go back and add a jump ring in between here. But what I did was, instead of doing every jump ring, adding like you would with beads, like what I did with this one here, I clustered them and added, each jump ring has 2 items on it. Well, for these, since the tassels are thicker, I put a jump ring in between the jump ring that has. So let me kind of
I do that sometimes too with bigger things so that they don't look all bunched up.
Yeah, so that goes like this. So then I added, this jump ring has nothing on it. Then I have the jump ring with 2. Then this jump ring has nothing on it. And then I went and grabbed, I ended up having to, I couldn't use the closed jump ring because it was too tight of a fit, and I couldn't get it over the little nubbies. So then I just used, I have beadle-on jump rings that I got from Jesse James Beads also. So I have that. And I can always go back and add, maybe I'll go in and add another bead here. I'll see what I have left, and I'll add a bead to this top one. So we'll see what I have left over. I might have a couple of stones here. I might just I might just wire wrap. I see pink and I see purple, so probably I'll take the purple one and then maybe add a couple of those rondelle spacers and maybe add those up on the top too. So that's what I did. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
So I don't like what I ended up with.
Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let's go.
I'll show you why I don't like it.
Okay.
So
and then we'll leave it up to the crowd. We'll leave it up to the crowd.
So I don't like this because I think these are too similar in length.
Oh, well, can you add jump rings? Or chain?
I could add jump rings, but I could also come in and just take like some of this off here.
It's really cute. It's really, really cute. Super cute. Oh, I love that, how you can just flip it on around.
Yeah. Maybe that's a little better. I don't know. To my eye, I don't like when everything's the same. It's kind of like when you're arranging flowers. You don't want them all the same height. Well, now I may end up taking off this bottom blue one here because I may decide that I'm being anal retentive and I want it to go. But anyway, I'll work on a necklace instead of ripping things apart on the live. I can do that on my own personal time.
Well, Lori says she loves it.
Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody does. I don't know, I'm my own worst critic. Sometimes I don't like things and people love it.
Well, and also we're staring at it like closely. And for me, I'll see imperfections and I just start ripping it apart. You know, this is okay. I am actually going to bust in to my bead strand. Does everybody want to see that? Okay.
Woo!
All right.
Let's bring it. I wanted. I'm over here with like chain reaction like everywhere.
Okay. You guys are all seeing this here. Here's a bead strand. I have to cut into it. Here we go. This is history in the making. Oh my goodness. There we have it. Look, I have an empty bead strand wire. Oh, yes. Okay. So I love it all. This strand is just stunning all on its own. However, do you want to know what I'm going to do? I am going to use some of those just like that. Okay. Oh, I might use this other bead cap too. I might use that other bead cap too. And so that's going to leave this left over. Guess what I'm going to bring in? Can you guys guess? Yes, I'm going to bring in some silver silk. I'm going to make a pair of earrings. And I'm going to do the same design that I always do, where I'm just going to do the teardrop. I'm going to do a teardrop and add that on just like that. How does that sound? Now I just need to see how long I want to make this. And this is pipe chain, which means I can stuff it with wire, beading wire, memory wire, leather, but I am just going to use some of my double strand and I am going to just make a drop. Because I will tell you, my favorite, can I show you my favorite pair of earrings that I've ever made? Well, one of my favorite pairs. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? And this is a Nile. So Nile did this kind of, it's a double knot and then added like a stacked charm. And I love this look.
That is cute.
So I actually might do that. I might do this. What do you think? Lori, what do you think? Do you think that I should just do the standard drop or do you think I should do the knot? Let's see what Lori has to say. I put Lori on the spot right now. Next time, it'll probably be Lena I'll put on the spot. And the next time, Linda. And let's see. Oh, okay. So Lena says, all right, Lori says the knot. So we're going to go with the knot. All right. here is what the drop looks like. I did these. This is some other Jesse James beads. And I did the crystal rondelle spacer on jump rings for this one too. So this was, I think, the Wizard of Oz. I think this was the Wizard of Oz collection. This is like an emerald. Yeah, it looks like the emerald silver silk. All right. Now I think I do 5 inches. Let me see. Nope, I probably do 6 inches. Let's see. Let's go like, because it's a knot. Let's see if it's 6 inches. It might be 6 inches. Nope, it might be 7. Let's go with 7. Here I started out with 4. Let's go with 7. Because I think it might be, well, here I thought it was, and it wasn't. And then let's go one more. Oh, so all I did was tie it in a knot. I'm going to tie it in a second knot like that. I'm going to bring it up to where my 7 inches is. And it is. It's probably the 7 inches. So we're going to do 7 inches times 2. Well, I'll just do 1 here. All right. So we're going to do 7 inches. And I'm going to cut right here. And I'm just using my standard flush cutters. And I want to make it exactly the same length. And I'll do the second one off camera because I have a tendency to go a little long with the videos. I know. All right. Okay. Then who has seen my, I got a whole bunch of stuff over here off to the side. Who has seen my Silver Silk Findings collection? Pretty. Look at that.
And has her own remote Silver Silk warehouse.
Wow, I do. I have a Silver Silk remote. I think I'm going to use silver. I have a Silver Silk warehouse here, yeah. But I have the gunmetal, so the gunmetal is here too. So I could very easily use gunmetal. It's just I know that I have the bright silver ear wires. And then also too, you have antique gold. You have your shiny copper and your antique copper. All right. Okay, so what I do is these are going to be the dangles. And here's this. Now what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and open the finding up just a little bit. Sometimes I just have to open them up a little, not every time. So I just do it automatically so that I'm not surprised. Oh, I need my Tool Magic dipped flat nose, which are right here. And I need to dip them again because the tips are starting to, I see metal. So when I crimp down, I'll crimp down using the part that is more kind of rubberized so that I don't mess up that beautiful SS Silver Silk logo. All right, so I am going to tie in a knot. Okay, and then I'm going to tie in another knot. Okay, then I'm going to bring those two together. Can't probably see any, because you can adjust your knot after you have it all put together too. Now what I need to do is make sure I have no wire fuzzies. If you do, those are just the little, this doesn't fray at all, but you'll get little wire fuzzies. And then also too, I just roll in between my index and my thumb fingers and just get that all nice up against the, now that's probably a wire fuzzy, up against it's a silicone tubing. And so I've heard him say that if you have allergies to silicone or rubber, this probably isn't the product for you, but he has so much other stuff too. He has leather, just everything. All right. So now let's get that primed and we will stuff that inside our custom finding here. I'm going to have to remember to go all the way to the back, and I can do that just going like this, get that all nice and straight, and give it a squeeze. Give it a squeeze, flip it over, give it a squeeze. And if you have wires sticking out, just like that one is, all you have to do is just come in and just give it a little bit of a trim. Just give it a trim. They don't fray at all. So you're okay with just giving it a little bit of a trim. Now, that is not what I was going for. So now I can go ahead and start making that loop a little bit bigger. And what I want to do is I am going to add my jump ring probably right there. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see where we're going to add it. And, oh, no, I'm probably going to go all the way over this way because I think I have a large jump ring. Okay, and I can fiddle with that later. Now let's grab a head pin. That is antique bronze. Okay, let's grab my head pin. And where did I get these from? Oh. Kelly's Bead Boutique. I got these from Kelly's Bead Boutique. And let's find a nice large, that one will work. These have no label. Might be Michael's then, maybe Michael's. All right. And all I'm going to do is straighten that out. I have the heart from the strand, okay? The heart, you see how it's two-toned? You can either have it this or you can have it as black. I want it as that. I'm going to add one of the bead caps, one of the rondelles, because that fits perfectly in there-ish. It does. Perfect enough. Then, oh, I wonder, I'm probably not going to have enough room to do a wire wrap because I want to add another bead. And I'm not simple loops. Oh, I'm not going to have enough room. So I'm going to make my own head pin. I'm going to bring in some 22 gauge, and this is soft flex craft wire. And I did this the last time I made my own head pins.
You did. Which is funny because usually I'm the one making my own head pins, but I haven't done that on a live. I did with Danielle, I think, recently, but not here.
So I'm going to go ahead and make my knotted head pin. Oh, we need to check out your mat. Let's jump on over to your mat while I'm doing a head pin.
Yeah, you missed some problem solving, but that's okay.
Ooh, let's problem solve together.
I fixed it. I was quiet though. There's no language over here. So I decided. So I found a chain reaction from Jesse James in my stash that matched my
shocking. I
was like, do I have a silver one? And I did. So I was very excited. But I wanted it a little bit longer. So I decided I was going to include these hearts. And Jennifer, I did cut this ombre strand. I mean, I didn't pull it off yet, but I needed one more of those. So it looks like these hearts in the mix, the two hearts in the mix, and I used one down here with the same as on here. So I was like, sweet, I can just snag one of those.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so then I decided I would wire wrap this on here. And I was so consumed with the fact that I was going to need my veil making pliers to make the big loop that I closed the loop on the other side without connecting it to the chain reaction. So I decided I would just attach it with a jump ring. So sometimes that happens. My brain gets fixated on one thing, and I'm just wrapping on a 20 gauge, and I always use German style wire. That's just my thing.
I love German style wire too.
I'm very Goldilocks-ish. Like, I don't like stuff that's too hard, and I don't like stuff that's too soft to work with. So I don't know. I'm high maintenance, I guess.
I go where the color is, right? Because I don't know. Does Beadalon make gunmetal? in German style wire?
Don't think so. I see there. You can get copper, gold, silver.
I think
Okay,
I
now
have
I'm looking.
antique.
So this rifling noise is me looking. I do not see gunmetal, but what is this? Sorry, I'm like taking out everything. This is brass, antique brass you can get, but those are the only ones that I've seen in German. So gunmetal, I only have craft wire.
Yeah, because I have some, man, did I make that close? I have some antique, the antique brass in German style wire too.
Yeah, those are the only ones I've seen. I mean, I guess maybe there's some, I don't know, maybe there's other brands out there that might also have like a German style or sort of a medium temper wire. I don't know. Maybe somebody who's a wire expert would know.
Oh yeah. Oh, Lori says, can you show us how to make the knotted head pin again? Of course. Of course I can.
You can switch to that and I will finish off my other side and show you what I've got.
I'm getting ready to add my piece, my jump ring here.
Because all I'm doing is making the matching piece, and I was just using my bail making pliers to make that really big loop.
Oh yeah.
To fit over. So that's how I forgot to attach the first one. So I was so busy worrying about bail making pliers.
I try to so when I'm attaching something directly to like a bracelet, I try to make that first link that one, so that if I forget, because you know Jen forgot before, then I still have that other side to go. All right, I'm not going to get that any tighter. But okay, let's switch over. I'm done with my one earring. Okay, so here's my one earring. I do have to get the ear wire still. So I will when I take my picture. And then I just have to play with the good thing about this pipe chain and anything silver silk is that the wire that is knitted around, whether it be the pipe chain or whether it be the leather, it grabs on. So it stays. I don't need to glue that on. I don't have to do anything. And so I made my knotted head pin and added my piece to it. So it's a long, and I'm going to add my ear wire directly on to that. And I think I have ear wires from Silver Silk. And oh, it looks like I only have antique copper. Because this is my second container of all Silver Silk stuff. And as you can see, all of the colors it's all the same color because he uses the same maker, the same supplier. So, but I don't have silver. I probably have them somewhere in another area. So let's make the knotted head pin. Okay. Oh, Lena says, I think Beadalon has a German style in hematite. But don't.
Oh, really?
No, we can't quote her on that though. Okay. She says, "Don't quote me." But it is in black and white.
Pretty much similar.
Yeah. So it is. It's now in black and white, Lena. So it's here, and I will come back to it so that I can remember that I need to look on the Beadalon. I'm going to look on their website to see if they have it there. All right. So here we go, Lori. Are you ready? Here we go. So I have, and the reason why I'm doing this a little bit longer, a longer length here, this is about 4 inches. And I think I did 2.5 last time. It's because this section is so long. And again, I'm using 22 gauge gunmetal. And this is craft wire. So it is softer than German style wire. Then with my flush cut side, I'm going to grab my my round nose pliers. These happen to be soft flex. I love these. These are amazing. Look at the handle, how long the handle is. I have large hands, and so it works perfectly. Because look at, well, I guess it's about almost, well, it's about, maybe it is about the same as those. Maybe it's the shape of them, the reason why I feel like they're bigger. And that's going to fall over. All right, so here we go. We are going to, I'm going to go at the very tippy tip, and then I'm going to be at the very tippy tip of the wire. And you're going to roll just like you would if you were making an eye pin. And there's one time. So there's the start. There's the start. I'm going to hold on to that and go one more time around to where I see the beginning. So there's a beginning of the little start. And then what I'm going to do is while my coil, so I have a 2-wrap coil, while it's still on the tip of my round nose pliers, I am just going to point that up, because then that helps the next step. The next step I do, and forgive me if I'm not doing it the way it's supposed to be done. I sometimes make up my own way. And so then I have this.
But that's cool, because then there's like different ways of doing it. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then I like seeing different ways.
Yeah, perfect. I love it, because I'm kind of the outside of the box because I'm so new at this. But now I'm going to take the other end, and I just took this end and brought that through the coil. I'm going to grab my chain nose pliers, and then I just kind of bring it down a little bit because I need to fit my nylon jaw pliers. And then I'm just gonna, I'm pulling with my left, I'm pushing with my right, and I'm gonna go off camera because sometimes I slip and then everything's gonna go everywhere. So I'm going off camera, and all I did was pull with this side and push with this side, push out, and I have this little rosette. Well, what I do too is I take it and smush it down while it's inside my nylon jaw pliers, because then there's no nubby sticking out, which tells me I'm probably doing it wrong if when I do this, the tail kind of sticks out a little bit, but I just push it down. And what that does for me is that flattens that down pretty well so that the bead can sit on there evenly. Does that make sense? So, and sometimes if it's not even, I just gently put the coils in my chain nose pliers, and then I just kind of move the wire with my left hand to get that all nice and centered.
I have to do that sometimes too.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, now I'm going to take and then do my wire wrapping. I'm going to add my, oh, and here I said I was going to do this side. There we go. Like, oh, I said I was going to show this side. Okay. So now I'm going to add my heart, one of my bead caps, one of my rondelles, sit that on there, and then another bead cap. And the bead caps have a nice large hole, so I decided to add in this bicone to sit right in the middle there. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my chain nose pliers, and I'm going to be kind of at the tippy tip. I'm going to come in just a little bit off of the tippy tip. Here's why. I added a bulky wrap, so that is double wrapped, and I did that because the hole on the bicones are larger too, and I didn't want the wrapping to get caught in between there, if that makes sense. Then I'm going to come in about here. I'm going to form over the top barrel, just form it over, hold on to that, rotate my wrist, push that tail to the back, and then get that all nice and centered. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with my chain nose pliers, lock it in place, and then I'm going to go down 3, up 3. So I'm going to wrap 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to start my way back up and go 1 and 2 and 3 for a nice bulky, messy wrap. Okay, there we go. And then I can fix the wonky loop. I usually get a little wonky. Sometimes with the 22 gauge when I'm wire wrapping, I get a little wonky, especially when I'm not kind of in my position that I'm normally in. Okay, close that off and get that loop just a little centered there, and then get everything all nice and centered. So there's that. And like I said, I have a nice large jump ring, and that's what I made. I'll make the second one. I'll finish the second one off camera. And I still have all this. So I still have all this. I could do something like, I could bring in another jump ring and bring in another bead. I can kind of do that. Let's see what kind of beads I have in here. I might have 2 pink beads. Let's see what, oh wait, I have that. Ooh, what do you guys think?
That's cute.
Is that cute?
I think so.
Okay, we're going to go with it. Okay. Because sometimes the dip of the heart, you have to be careful of, like a cube bead might not fit in there.
Yeah.
Plus it's a little bit smaller. Okay, let's go. Yes, Lori, it was a gorgeous strand and I cut it. Can you believe it?
But you made cool stuff, so
I made cool stuff.
All that matters.
I made cool stuff. All right. And we're not done, because even after I make these earrings, I'm still going to have this. And look what I'm bringing in for that. Look at those tassels. Isn't that cute? Doesn't that all just kind of go?
That does. I like that.
Okay. And I still have yet to make. So my first idea was using these in a bracelet. And I had it even during our first live.
I know you talked about
haven't
it.
done
You
it.
have to do that.
I know. And are we at 154? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Okay, let me go back to yours. Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Let me move this over. I'm working on earrings here. And I have literally taken every tool that I own out here. Like, if you could see in the background, it's a little scary. Like everywhere. There's like chain reaction like dumped all over here. I'll have to take a picture of it. I'm a really messy worker. Oh. So if I leave stuff like half done and my husband walks by, he freaks out. Anyhow, back to the point at hand. So I can't remember if it was you, Jen, or somebody else, but it still continued to bother me. So I added a 6mm jump ring in here and made this one longer.
Oh, okay.
And I like this a lot better. So I didn't need to shorten this one. It was the middle one that wasn't long enough, as I kind of left it and pondered it.
Okay.
And then I've just connected these onto a chain here. I chose to wire wrap these on and actually just made a big loop with one of the medium on a 6-step bell making pliers. And then I had a matching chain reaction, so I went with that. And then I'm working on some earrings next, so I'll probably make some head pins for the heart, and then just have this heart separate on a piece of wire, and same thing. So these will be like 3 different segments.
So I'm the mailman.
And I have a ton of beads left from this mix.
Oh my gosh, you do. The mailman just drove by.
It was everywhere. It was bad.
You guys, my magical mystery bead box is here. I just heard the
She has to go.
I gotta go. I hope you understand. No, I'm just kidding. But I am gonna go do that. Who needs to edit a video? I do, but I need my magical mystery beatbox. Oh my goodness. Okay, I found a super long head pin. What do you think? Oh, let me bring my, and this is the last thing I'm going to show so that we can, what do you think? Look at that for an earring.
I like that. And
I
I do
added
like the
it.
super long head pins. I have some of the 3-inch ones too.
Yeah, I had a jump ring, I mean, a bead cap from my stash so that it kind of sat in there and separated a little bit from that
Yep.
heart because I thought of just doing the art by itself and then wire wrapping this up here, but nope, I think I dig it just like this.
That's
All
why
right.
on my earrings I'm going to do those as separate pieces, because sometimes if you put stuff together with the heart, it doesn't sit right, or it kind of like smushes it and kind of ruins the heart.
Well, and it doesn't separate, but I think that these colors, with it being
That
blingy,
looks really
and
good.
then
I like that. I wouldn't change that at all.
yeah, and then I just happen to have this little tiny bead cap. I have no idea where I got it. Okay, so I am going. Thank you, Lori. She loves it. I'm sure she's loving yours. I know that. I know that she's loving yours because yeah. So I'm going to bring us back up because I'm
Okay.
trying to be very
I'm going to move this over. Nobody can see the mess over here.
I'm
We're
trying
not
to
sharing.
be very mindful because at 3 o'clock, you guys, so in 1 hour, jump on over to Softlex Company. They're going to have the reveal of all that glitters. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Then at 4, after you're done watching that, jump back over onto my YouTube channel. I will have I will have at least one uploaded. I don't know if I will get the other one uploaded in time. And so I made a couple pairs of earrings, and then I'm going to make a double strand necklace.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Or bracelet. It depends on how far
out.
I can get. Yeah.
And
so,
I will photograph these, well, finish the earrings, and then I'll photograph these and set them up as collaborations on Instagram. So if you check out either one of our pages, you can see what we made in up close and personal detail.
Katney's here. Oh my goodness. Hi. I didn't see you were here earlier. Thank you so much, Katney. Katney was part of Winter Workshop too.
Yes.
So she was one of the campers. Well, I guess it's not campers. That's summer camp, huh? So she was one of the, what did we call ourselves? For the workshop, what did we call ourselves?
Elves? I don't know.
Were we elves?
Jewelry elves?
I mean, it would be kind of fitting. Yeah. So, be watching both of our YouTube, both of our Instagrams as well. And then also too, you added yours into the Jesse James Beads stash group. Incredible. So I'm going to add mine onto there too on Facebook. I don't usually go onto Facebook, but when I saw that you had added something, I was like, well, I got to go check this out. And I thought, well, why am I not adding mine on there too? So
I try to.
Well, and then I ended up going into the Winter Workshop, because I think that's what I was posting, was something from Winter Workshop. And that's when I saw Katney. Katney had posted too. And so I thought, oh, wow.
Yeah, she's posted some beautiful pieces that she's made.
Yes. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys being here so much and commenting. I'm going to go back and read through the comments because I think there were some side conversations about tools. I think Lena was talking about tools in the side conversation. And so I want to do that. And we will be back in January, you guys. We threw this extra one in because we had stuff still. And so we will be back in January, and we'll see what Sarah wants us to show off, huh?
Yeah.
And yeah, and so be watching for when we're going to be having that live. We haven't set the date yet. I think we're going to right after this.
We can.
So, though I think she needs to get downstairs. It's dinner time where she's at. And I think her
I
food
have a teenage boy. He may have ate all our food already.
So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Linda from Australia. Love to see you guys here. And Lori, dear friend Lori. And we'll see you guys. Jump on over to Softlex and check out their live that's coming up at 3 o'clock. So thank you, Stacie, for being here. I love this collaboration that we're doing.
Too.
This is so much fun. And thank you guys for being here. Lena, Get well soon. We'll be chatting soon, right? I think all three of us are chatting. I think all three of us have been chatting together. And Happy New Year to you too. And we will see you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.